Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 13 of Conan by Monolith, and we are continuing our Conan Mashup series that started back in Season 12. Then we did Conan with Cthulhu, mashing up Conan by Monolith with Cthulhu Wars. We are continuing that now with Crawling Chaos himself, Nyarlathotep. We're going to do Conan versus Nyarlathotep. Season 13 setup round. We're just going to fast forward through the components. Basically, the game will have cultists trying to summon Nyarlathotep, and our heroes, Conan, Shivitas, and Yoga of Yag, trying to disrupt the summoning or defeat Nyarlathotep if he is summoned. So before we go on, I'm going to read a little quick H.P. Lovecraft quote. You guys know that Robert E. Howard and Lovecraft had correspondences. There was even some mentions of Cthulhu's Yog-Sothothery. He goes, I remember when Nyarlathotep came to my city, the great, old, and terrible city of unnumbered crimes. My friend had told me and of the impelling fascination and allurement of his revelations, and I burned with eagerness to explore his uttermost mysteries. My friend said they were horrible and impressive beyond the most fevered imaginings. And what was thrown on the screen in the darkened room prophesied thing none but Nyarlathotep dared prophesy. And in the sputter of his sparks there was taken from men that which had never been taken before, which showed only in their eyes. And I heard it hinted abroad that those who knew Nyarlathotep looked on sights which others saw not. So here we see we're doing a flyover here. We've got our cultists around the summoning portal from which they will spawn Nyarlathotep. We've got our Bosonian bowmen, we've got our Bosonian guards, and here's Nyarlathotep right here in all of his glory. So as the game progresses, our heroes will either disrupt that cultist ceremony, or they will have to face the summoned Nyarlathotep and defeat him. All the while, you've got the Bosonian guardsmen. They are protecting Nyarlathotep's cultists to allow this to happen, and just quick flyover of the board components here, and we will finish wrapping up our setup round. So thanks for watching, and we'll get you into the continuation of setup. Okay, so continuing our Conan by Monolith Season 13 setup, we're calling this one Conan versus Nyarlathotep. So here we got Conan and Nyarlathotep on the board. It's going to be similar to our Season 12 episode when we did Conan versus Cthulhu. Nyarlathotep will start off the board, and the conceit here is the three adventurers, Shivitas, Yoga of Yag, and Conan, are hiding behind this wall. They've been observing this castle from a distance. This bowman will take his rounds away from this side of the wall and come over to this side, and leaving this area open. That's when they're going to climb up and try to infiltrate the castle. So our first round starts with this sort of bowman doing his wandering tour. Meanwhile, down below, we've got the cultist of Nyarlathotep. These cultists are in the process of summoning a spell. They need to summon that spell using the Raven card. They do this twice, and they can get 2 of the Eldritch signs that they need to bring Nyarlathotep into play. We've also got Bosonian guards all around the castle, and you guys can see here that these are my repainted version. So not only can you watch the original paint through version, but we've got the new series on Pontos Fathom Hobbies called Tabletop Miniature Makeovers. So what we did with the Conan pieces back in the beginning of the year when we kicked the season off was we took a look at these Conan miniatures as they were originally painted. we touched some of them up and we repainted a number of them. So go check that video out if you're interested in the miniature painting side of this. So yeah, so once we have the 2 Eldritch tokens and Nyarlathotep can be on the board, our heroes have 2 objectives. 1, stop the ritual from taking place, or 2, stop Nyarlathotep if he is summoned within 6 rounds. We also have a reinforcements. Another usage of the ravens is that the reinforcements can bring more Bosonian guards into play from this point, so they got to call in reinforcements. So we've got a ruined castle. We've got our 3 skulking heroes looking to climb the wall when there's a breach in the guard, and we'll have cultists of Nyarlathotep trying to summon the Great Old One, blending in Lovecraft and blending together Lovecraft and Cthulhu realms. You know, as you guys know, H.P. Lovecraft and Robert E. Howard, they did have some correspondences. We talked a little bit about this in season 12, but yeah, we'll go into that a little bit more. But so yeah, looking forward to wrapping this setup up and getting into gameplay of turn 1. Before we finish the setup, quick shout out to this channel's sponsor, Pontos Fathom Press. We've got actually the Necromancer of Nyarlathotep. You can pick this up from our bookstore link down below. It helps to support the channel. It's collected with Hermeticism of Hastur and the other volumes of Giuseppe Balsamo and August Moldenhauer's Cthulhu collection, including Psychoanalysis of Rillia, Archaeology of Yog-Sothoth, The Genealogy of Cthulhu, and The Alchemy of Azathoth. You can pick these up as individual volumes. Pick up any one. You can interact with them out of order. But if you want the full collection, we recommend the Catu Journals out of Lovecraft's Providence Omnibus Edition, collecting all 6 volumes. We've got translations, artwork, Yog-Sothothery, all kinds of references to the original manuscripts, their translations, and speculation on each of the different Great Old Ones. So each one of them kind of deep dives into an overlap with not only Lovecraft's fiction, but the way it applies to some of these ancient thinking systems. In addition to that, we've got our Alchemy and Anthroposophy in the Dune Saga. If you're a Frank Herbert fan, you can go check out our podcast channel to learn more about this. And also down in the bookstore, Esoteric Dragon Mysteries, Decoding the Dragon Symbol in Myth and Occult Traditions, Volume 4 of our podcast series. Go check out the bookstore. Helps us to grow the channel and bring this content to you. You can also check out our Patreon for as little as $1. You can stay abreast of our upcoming gameplay in Tainted Grail, A Song of Ice and Fire, Joan of Arc, and other series that we're playing. We're going to go through some of our other gameplay like Battlestar Galactica. We'll do a revisit there. War of the Ring, Game of Thrones, Twilight Imperium, and Dune Imperium, and Dune Gale Force 9. So check it out. We got some other new games coming up too, so looking forward to bringing those to you. And let's wrap up the setup. So I think one thing I need to do here is let's get we've got our AI deck. We'll use this AI deck. We kind of created this from a PDF from Board Game Geeks that we saw. And we can get these in play. This helps us to drive the AI play. And we'll also grab our tokens here. We'll put some of these on the board for Book of Skelos here. We'll also put our hero components in place. We've got Shivitas with his throwing knives, sorry. We've got Yoga of Yog with his massive spear. And we've got Conan with his Conan sword. So we're going to focus mostly on the sword part of Sword and Sorcery. Obviously there's a cultist ritual happening here, but we'll focus on that and get this gameplay started. We've also got the Crawling Chaos map here for Nyarlathotep. We're going to give him his hit points and the cultist hit points based on that. And we will jump into round number 1 for gameplay. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to check out and get notified on upcoming games like this. And we will see you in round number 1. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.